ideas, but I would note that I never really would have done that.
Well,
The document said, Sharif said the wise leaders in Islam called upon him and his friends, and that if they die as martyrs in jihad, they would go to heaven. Under a section called Motivations of Influence, executing documents say, for him, Kouachi, any place on earth where there is such an injustice is justification for jihad. What was going on in Iraq was, in his eyes,
cool, I'm playing on the new map.
And Drew Griffin joining me now live to talk more about this. Drew, we're finding out just tonight
that
there's
a team.
Had monitored the Kouachi brothers for about 30
years.
There's a team.
What?
And then they stopped several months ago. Why would they do that? Are we able to figure that out at this point?
I think once the dust settles there in France, there's going to be an overhaul and a very strong look back at the intelligence. Because keep in mind, this case that we're talking about, 2005 through 2008, was the first case. 3 years later, 2 years later, the fellow Kouachi is involved again, arrested again, this time implicated in a plot to have a prison break for another terrorist. And with him arrested is Koulibaly, the person who died in the store there. So there's a long history there. We know that this man may have gone to Yemen. We know he is linked to hatred. And we know that the French authorities were monitoring him. He was on the no-fly list. They were looking at him up until about 6 months ago. And then...
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am? The heater.
Yeah, great question. There is this paper trail, and why was that at a certain point deemed to be innocuous enough to stop the monitoring after years of doing so? Drew Griffin, great report. Thank you so much. And we'll be asking that question. Do the recent attacks in France and also elsewhere show gaping flaws in how authorities monitor and track these potential extremists? We'll discuss that next.
And I knew I died. Okay, this just cracked.
You think you're safe, but the moment you connect, you lose control.
This is all just a rehearsal. Ladies to the company.
Only the beginning. Black Hat, rated R, starts Friday.
I want to go explore. Seriously? Seriously? I just want to go explore. Oh, and it takes longer.
What makes it an NX is what you can get out of it. Introducing the first ever Lexus NX Turbo and Hybrid. Once you go beyond utility, there's no going back.
I make a lot of purchases for my business, and I get a lot in return with A+ from Chase. Like 50,000 bonus points when I spend $5,000 in the first 3 months after I open my account.
And I earn 5 times rewards on internet phone services and at office supply stores. With A+, I can choose how to redeem my points. Travel, gift cards, even cash back. And my rewards points won't expire.
So you can make owning a business even more rewarding. A from Chase, so you can.
With Mario Perillo, Mr. Italy, and Ali Talia, you don't have to hold. Remember my dad? He'd be proud that we've added custom-designed Italy vacations to our legendary escorted tours. While generations come and go, some things never change, like the quality and value that we provide on all our tours. So from my family to yours, I invite you to visit Italy on a Perillo tour. To get your brochure,
enemy already.
First-timers guide to Italy, visit perillotours.com or call
Oh, dang, that was lots of damage. Lots of damage. I need to back up now.
The Boston Marathon bombing, the siege in Sydney, Australia, and now the shooting.
Seriously, this is how the map looks like.
France. 3 recent
this is like
attacks
poop.
where each of the so-called masterminds carried out a killing spree despite being monitored by federal authorities or law enforcement. Have these and other attacks exposed a gap in our counterterrorism measures and monitoring programs? Joining us now,
where's
we have
our flag
CIA operative
anyway?
Bob Baer. We have retired Delta Force officer Lieutenant Colonel James Reese and former
I'm
NYPD
gonna go look
detective
for
Harry
a flag
Powell.
now.
To you first, Colonel, is this a coincidence, or do you think it's time that we really rethink how we flag and monitor possible extremists?
It's gonna regenerate.
Yes, I do. I believe right now that there is right now what you have is you've got a lot, when we started this years ago, we had a small number of people, and we had a lot of people that could do it. Now, as listening before, we have over 1 million people.
This is the easiest map ever.
It really just turns out to be is how many assets we have, and we have to be able to fund our law enforcement and our intelligence services to be able to track these people around the world. And we can't do that on things like continuing resolutions and continue to argue about it.
Yeah, the continuing resolution being just let's do the budget we had before and not really, I guess, prioritizing money for certain things. And obviously this
There's a bajancanadian.
Bob, I wonder if when you have individuals who have inclinations towards extremism and they're being monitored, are they aware that they're being monitored? Do they take steps to avoid that?
Wait.
Oh, absolutely, Brianna. They've read everything that was leaked by Edward Snowden. They understand that Skype is not safe. These chat rooms are not safe. They understand we have algorithms that run through their communications and the metadata and the rest of it. A lot of these people are very sophisticated, and just as our police have gotten a lot better, they've gotten a lot better as well. So what it comes down to is the really smart ones just go off the air completely and deliver messages face to face. And that means that the police have to have a penetration inside these groups, which is very, very difficult because these people are generally true believers and are prepared for martyrdom and not about to accept money to become a source.
Yeah, you're talking about informants, and that's a lot harder than monitoring someone's email account or what they're doing on social media. I wonder, Harry, we're looking at what appear to be a number of recent events. And it's alarming. I think people wonder about, in the U.S., if this is something, despite the fact that the terror level has not gone up, if there are more things going on behind the scenes here, and if people should be really concerned about that.
I certainly hope so, because if there are a lot going on, we should know about it. Just Homeland Security people should be knowing about it. I'm sure they're going over all the intelligence from the last couple of weeks and even months to see.
Trade places with you. The sounds of cannons roar.
Against the United States right now, I'm sure they're taking little extra steps to make sure that in the event some information
my team is back.
make sure that they go over it correctly and to the T, and hopefully stop an attack happening.
Can't find a way.
And Bob, should Americans, and not just Americans, Westerners, should people all over
How
the world,
does
should they
Billy
be
have
more
more?
concerned about the
That's
likelihood
it.
of an attack?
I got Tom. Yeah, I got Tom. Get Tom.
Somebody's going to slip through the net. What we can't do is overreact.
Holy. I have lots of people. No, I'm not.
Have mass arrests. I think it's, this terrorism is
Can I just get Lily now?
will always be a threat, and we should accept there's just going to be some tragic losses.
Colonel, talk about that, because we've had these discussions, and it's depressing. That's the reality.
But what do I need to get?
You can't catch every terrorist, that you can't eliminate every threat. But there has to be something that can
seriously,
be done to
spawn
try to
killing
minimize these threats as much as possible.
Which I'm switching to Billy.
Reality, I agree with you, and I think there's two things when you look at. One is financing for systems for our law enforcement and our intelligence agencies for big data aggregation. That's number one. Number two, something we can do around the world, but with a coalition that's fighting ISIS right now, is take away the safe havens that allow these folks to go train. And literally right now, you can take
seriously,
about 5
headshot.
places around the world that are still considered safe havens, that people who are extremists, who want to get some training in this, to come back and start up a cell they go to. If we shut those areas down, that would help, this issue some.
Protect those safe havens. Certainly a number of things that folks are trying to do around the world, but it's definitely an uphill battle. Gentlemen, thank you so much for chatting with me. Really appreciate it. Bob Baer, Lieutenant Colonel Reese, and Harry Houck here with me in New York. Thank you, guys.
Can't stand
Coming
that
up,
noise.
we're going to be talking about Hezbollah. The U.S. calls it a terrorist organization, and yet Hezbollah is saying that in this case, this extremism is actually doing more to hurt Islam than these cartoonists. Interesting reaction from this organization. We're going to dissect that after a quick break.
Yeah, Billy is better. No wonder there's lots of Billies. Multi-kill. Oh man, my streak. No. 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 No.
Backseat drivers just met their match. Introducing the entirely new Sonata.
You got to turn off the...
At Ancestry, we call it a hint. Our little menu that helps guide you through the past. Simply type in a name and you're taken on a journey. A journey that crosses generations and continents. All to tell the most amazing story.
No.
Discover your story. Start searching for free now at Ancestry.com.
As new terror shock spreads, with the attacks an act of vengeance for the death of this American-born Al-Qaeda leader, go inside the story of risking it all to take down the world's most dangerous terrorists. Double Agent inside Al-Qaeda for the CIA. Monday night at 9 on CNN.
Okay, so we drowned the fire, stirred it, drowned it again, and now just feels it's cold.
Yeah.
Cool.
You just named it Fahrenheit.
I know. I already posted it.
If you're ready to mix the tent and trash, then come out to RV Allen Mall in Southport Town. From beginner campers to the giant Class A motorhome, RV Allen Mall has it all. Service, sales, parts, all in one location. Get out of town this summer with your new RV from RV Allen Mall. Take it to 659 off.
Well, that's a fake agent.
Family owned and operated for 20 years.
Need to control.
Closed captioning brought to you by InventHouse. Call 1-888-909-4332.
People ask me all the time,
Trade places with you. The sound of cannons run. Love is in fun. They can be gone. Na na na
Welcome back.
na
I'm Jim Shudo, updating you now on developments in and around Paris this evening. The people behind the magazine Charlie Hebdo
Shit, they're teaming on me.
put out a publication on Wednesday, despite the killing of their editor and several colleagues. This past Wednesday, the magazine held a staff get-together Friday, putting a sad but defiant face on their operation. One Charlie Hebdo columnist says his co-workers who died would not want them to stay quiet. They're planning to publish more copies than normal of their first edition back, some 1 million copies in fact. In other news, the leader of Hezbollah says Muslim extremists do more damage to his religion, to Islam, than any books, cartoons, or newspapers could. Syed Hassan Nasrallah is the head of the Lebanese Shiite group that the U.S. and the European Union consider terrorists. Yet he spoke late Friday in Beirut. Nasrallah did not specifically mention the deadly attack on a Paris magazine office or the hostage standoff, but said beheadings and massacres in the name of Islam are more offensive to the Muslim nation's faith than to drawings of the Prophet Muhammad. I want to bring in Brianna Keeler. She's also with me today in New York City. Brianna, what's the news there?
Jim, thanks so much, and we'll be right back to you in Paris in just a moment. But the president of France urging people there not to lash out against Muslims, insisting that the